Hello and welcome, everybody, to A Tale of D20s presents Magpie Madness. And today we are playing Passions, Pasiones de las Passions. And today I'm very excited to announce we have a wonderful guest host and fantastic players with me. And we are going to dive into it today. First, before we do that, I wanted to remind everyone this is a sponsored event, and do not forget we have a giveaway this week. So to be entered in our Magpie giveaway, type Magpie Madness, all one word, one time in our chat today to be entered, and we'll be giving away at the end of this week. And this week's prize is the Avatar Core Book. So awesome prizes. We are super excited to have you all here today, and I'm going to um, pass it over to Zach to introduce us.
All right, fabulous. Hello, everyone. Zach Nelson here. I've been gaming for about 10 years, and this is one of my favorite storytelling games out there. I hope that you're ready for extreme emotion, melodrama, maybe a little laughter, definitely some excitement. I've got an awesome group of people here, some of whom I've played with before, and some of whom are new to me. So I'm very excited to have this experience with y'all.
Fantastic. Pardon, pardon my girls. Let's pass it over to our wonderful players. Feel free to give your socials if you have them and anything that you're working on. Let's start with right here to my right. We'll start with you, Hannah.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and today I will be playing Magdalena, somebody with a past, and maybe even somebody with a future. Uh, right now, I currently don't have any social media that I would like to promote, but who knows? Maybe next week. We'll see. Until then, I'm just here to have fun and make some messes.
Ooh, love that. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate that. And we'll go down to Jeffrey.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey. I don't have any socials to promote. I will be playing Alex, a thrill seeking businessman who likes to diversify in his businesses as well as women. So excited to play with you all.
Ooh, interesting. And certainly last but not least, Jillian.
Hello, my name is Jillian Foxglove. I am a TTRPG cosplayer fantasy creator here on the interwebs. You can find me all over the internet doing just everything, probably too much at this point, but I'm not stopping anytime soon. Today I'm here to cause a lot of chaos and demand what I deserve. I play Gloria.
Thank you very much. Ooh, I love that. And I am Travis, he, him, and I'll be playing Sylvia Gonzalez, the matriarch of this family, making sure that we have a legacy to uphold and to keep clean.
All right. Sort of the central conceit of Passions de las Pasiones is that this is a role playing game in which our characters are all the stars of a telenovela. The telenovela that we are playing through today is called La Rosa. We're about 70 episodes into the long running uh, and very successful family telenovela here. It's usually got enough excitement to keep your teens glued to it without, getting boxed on the ear for when it gets too steamy. We've got a luxurious seaside hotel as our main setting with a lot of secrets. We have some very interesting characters that you have just begun to meet. But what we're going to be doing to start off today is we're going to be taking you through the opening credits of La Rosa. So, let me see. We actually have a little treat for you all. Our lovely Tale of D20 folks have actually managed to get some music for us. So I believe that that's going to be coming on quite soon. And then we'll be giving you our credits. And there. All right. So, smash right through it into a glittering room. There's light coming in through the windows, through tall white pillars. The shot goes out over the water. It's just coming down to sunset. A huge orange ball just sinking down into the sea over a couple of palm trees. We then fly over to the porch where we see outdoor dining. A waiter in a impeccably pressed white outfit comes with 2 glasses of champagne and offers them to the people sitting at the table. And this is where we see. Oh, you're still muted.
Right, muted. Okay, so this is where you see Gloria. She is a beautiful, wavy brunette hair, dark brown eyes. She wears big hoop earrings, and she's wearing very summery, revealing clothing. And she has a champagne glass in her hand, and she looks at someone who just proposed to her, takes a look at the ring, and drops it in their champagne glass, laughs, and walks away.
Oh, as the camera flies into the bubbles and the splash of the ring going into the champagne, it then transitions from the champagne going up to a burst of steam as we go into the kitchen. There's movement, quickness. We see a flash of steel as beautiful food is plated, and a chef is yelling for the order to come by. The door swings, and we see a man in an impeccably tailored suit.
That man is Alex. He's kind of doing a little dance to himself as he's going through the kitchen. You can see he's a businessman by his attire. His tie has been loosened around his neck. And by his demeanor, you can guess that he just landed a pretty successful business deal. So while he's dancing along the floor, getting his way to the chef, he whispers something in their ear. They nod. He goes back out of the table. I'm sorry, they don't nod. They give him a kiss back. He's like flirting with the chef. He goes back to his table where he's on a date with another woman. He's like, "Oh, I just spoke to the chef. They'll fix that right away."
Fabulous. As we see the door swing close on the chef, who's stroking their chin thoughtfully as they look out at the two in the dining room, we then see as the camera pans over to the right, we see that there is a strange business deal happening. There's 2 people whose faces are hidden by their hats. And we see a fat stack of money passed underneath the table from one to the other as they're both wearing gloves. The shot then goes into the money, comes back out on another stack of money as a musician tucks it into their suit jacket, and we have a band striking up as beautifully dressed people are dancing in the hotel ballroom. We get the overhead shot as there's just patterns happening, dancers moving in, out, closer, and the camera then pans over to a woman who is overlooking this entire scene.
You see Sylvia with her discerning, smoky eyes looking at the crowd, hair pulled back in a tight bun, indicating long hair as it's pulled tight, tightly embroidered, like a suit dress with a little bit revealing as she scans the ballroom, ensuring everything is taken care of and then there's no unnecessary drama happening under her watch.
Only the necessary drama, of course. And speaking of necessary drama, we push into the wall, go straight through it. The pristine wall gives way to a tight sheet over a mattress that is suddenly flung up, and we hear a clatter as a knife with a drop of blood on it is thrown below the mattress. The We don't see who did this, but we do see a single golden charm from a bracelet fall next to the knife. The mattress slams down, and we then transition to a shot. The mattress has now become a fluttering curtain along a hall of mirrors.
And in those mirrors, you see a woman in her mid-20s with a medium-length, crisp bob of Merlot red hair. She has eyes that are heavily lined, lips that are incredibly red, and a stern look on her face as she pulls out from her pocket some diamonds and looks at them in the mirrors.
Fabulous. And then the credit sequence ends as we then move on to our actual episode. So we have some past. So just to pull back the curtain a little here. This is our first time playing together, but in the fiction of this game, there have been previous episodes that have occurred here. And we're going to now reveal something that happened in the last episode or two that our narrator is now reminding us of. So let's see. So let's go ahead and from Magdalena, what happened last on the episode for your character? It looks like you chose that you visited the grave of someone you used to love. Why don't you tell us about that?
So, of course, you see, this is a on previous episode in a gray city, nowhere near La Rosa. You see a grave that says Claudia Chavez, beloved mother, architect. And you see in the rain one charm from a bracelet being placed on her grave and a kiss from her red lips on the headstone as she whispers, "I'll make it right, mother."
Fabulous.
Would you like more?
No, that's perfect. Basically, like, keep in mind that this is like, previously on Avatar. It's the putting back in our viewers' heads the important
By
things that
episode 4, we're gonna be perfect.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are knocking this out of the park already. Alex, what do we see for your previously on?
So Alex is he's outside a skyscraper where he just finished work and he's being arrested by a cop. So he's like pulled over the side of the hood of the car. He's getting handcuffed behind his back by the female officer. And he's being accused of embezzling funds, insider trading, that sort of thing. Then it cuts to him in jail. He's sitting in his cell with the police officer and they're making out. It's very passionate. And as they're like moving around the jail cell, there's like an evidence file of Alex and like they're making out right face to face. He like reaches behind her and he grabs it. And then they like keep making out and they move off screen.
Fabulous. Oh, Alex, love it. Love it. Gloria, what do we see for for your flashback?
So you see her on the arm of a suitor at a party, and as they're walking around the room, she's kind of eyeing all of the other young gents and rich folk in the room, seeing who she presumes might be a better suitor for her, even, because truly she deserves the best. And she spots a room key. To whose room, you don't know. But she really wants that room key, and she keeps eyeing it. And it cuts from her seeing this room key to trying to grab this room key, and it's always kind of just out of reach, so it keeps getting bumped away or taken away in a different direction, and she is trying to get this room key.
Oh, I mean, it takes a lot to keep something that Gloria wants away from her, so that sounds interesting. And Sylvia.
Sylvia, last time, shouted down Ephraim, one of our longtime residents here, and left them a little distraught. He's a long-term guest that knows everyone's secrets, and I caught him snooping in a place that he shouldn't be, and knowing that he has some connections, that he was going to try and pull some strings, I decided to let him know who's really La Doña.
Fabulous. Yeah, Ephraim has been cowed for the moment. They may have a few juicy tales to tell of your legendary temper, but, perhaps they deserved it.
Rare to see Ladonya's scorn, but Ephraim is no one to be shielded. Everyone is susceptible to Sylvia's might.
Fabulous. So, what you haven't seen is last week we got together and we went through character creation. So we've all got an idea of who these characters are to each other, and we'll try to reveal some of that to y'all as we play. I believe that's going to be released in the future so that you can see that. So rather than rehash all of that, we're going to go straight into the first scene of this episode of La Rosa. So as we come back from all of these reminders of past moments, we then open on an organ playing funeral music. There is a black casket, closed, of course, and a picture of a older but distinguished gentleman with salt and pepper hair and dark skin and a ready smile. It's propped up on a table in front of the casket, and we see that this is the owner of La Rosa, a prominent character in the show who was in fact Sylvia's husband. The priest stands before the gathered mourners, all dressed in their finest black clothing, as some in what might be described as inappropriately revealing or tight clothing, but and the priest says it was Carlos Gonzalez was a complicated man, a great man, a man who brought the community together around La Rosa. It was a tragedy to lose him at this time. We can only hope that the community will recover from this horrible tragedy, and we wish Miss Sylvia Gonzalez the best in these trying times. I believe that there have been hors d'oeuvres provided, as well as an open bar, because of course Carlos would want to be remembered in the same way that he lived, with happiness, stories, and a lot of drinking. To Carlos.
To Carlos.
To Carlos, my beloved.
You see Magdalena lifts up her glass but does not say anything.
Fabulous. So all four of you are at this funeral. Sylvia, I would assume that you would be the next to speak after the priest.
I would like to thank all of you for coming today. It just means so much to me that you are here celebrating Carlos's life. It would have meant the world to know he had such vibrant friends and community. Even some of you
Mm-hmm.
in the back, I see you've managed to make it, and I know the journey is long and hard to La Rosa, but we're very, very pleased you could make it, and I would love to chat with a few of you later on some of the details. But tonight, let's just celebrate and remember his legacy. As I
Mm,
pull out a black handkerchief and start to fake dab my eyes, and
fabulous.
very quickly pick up a champagne and
Mm-hmm.
start sipping.
Love it. All right. Um, so, Magdalena, it sounded like you were perhaps not as broken up as other people in this room. Sylvia, of course, you have a good eye on the crowd as everyone breaks up to the hors d'oeuvres trays. The servants come out with their silver trays, with caviar, with um, little finger foods, and of course, lots of champagne. Um, you you know you, you notice everyone is breaking up into small groups, and there's low chattering happening. Magdalena, who do we see you with?
You see me. If you see me
Mm-hmm.
standing next to, but not talking to Gloria, but just
Mm-hmm.
kind of ha- glass in hand, sipping politely and occasionally looking around. I am. It does not appear as though Gloria and I know each other,
Hmm.
but
Interesting.
uh, I am close to Gloria. I'm not talking to anybody though.
Mm. Well, you may not be talking to anyone, but Ephraim, let me tell you, is coming over and patting away tears from their impeccable makeup as they come over to the two of you, and just says, "Oh, what a beautiful eulogy! I can only hope that I make such a beautiful corpse when my time comes.
You will.
Although I certainly hope people have nicer things to say about me."
I have absolutely no doubt that you will be a beautiful corpse. I mean, this is his best day, and this is the best they could do. So, you've already won.
Oh, it's so true. It's so true, darling.
Such a
But
sad occasion. Are you
Oh,
not sad, Magdalena?
honestly, I'm here on business, but
Hmm.
this happened around the same time. I just, there's not enough words that I have to process this grief that I'm having. A lot of it is shock. I'm I'm shocked that this is when that I should come during this occasion.
fabulous. And Alex, where are you during this verbal jousting?
Alex is at the bar as soon as it's mildly appropriate to be
Mm-hmm.
at the bar,
Fabulous.
enjoying the free drinks, or at least trying to get a free drink.
Mm.
Um,
Oh yes. Well,
Definitely socializing, definitely hitting on a few of the people at the funeral. Although you can tell funerals aren't really his style. He might. He looks like he's getting a little bored.
I have to ask, does that include Carlos's daughter, Gabriella?
It certainly does.
Yes. So yes, she's at the bar, holding a cocktail glass, and she's she's standing next to you and just saying, "Well, yes, Papa did enjoy his liquor. I'm sure that the bartender would be happy to pour you one from the top shelf. Yes,
Oh,
why not?"
it would be my honor. The drink went out to Carlos on his behalf.
Yes.
That's what he would have wanted.
Of course.
You know,
After all,
he was the only man that could outdrink me.
was he?
He was.
There's so many stories that I haven't heard about Papa.
He had a wild side.
Did he? Sylvia, you're definitely noticing your daughter over here talking to this rakish gentleman that has been a guest of yours for a long time.
I will tuck away my handkerchief and I must make my rounds. You'll have to excuse me to the people that I'm currently speaking with, and abruptly end that conversation and turn now that I've noticed Alex and my daughter having some conversations, and I'd like to walk over, picking up a empty champagne glass, or I'll finish my champagne glass and I'll walk over and I'll say, "Oh, it's so lovely to see you, Alex. I see that you're making having a wonderful time here with my company, but could you perhaps fetch us a drink?" And I will actually go to hand the glass to him and then turn to my daughter and give her a look and be like, "Refresh my glass, dear."
Okay, it sounds like you are demanding what you deserve here, or possibly striking out at someone with voice or violence. What do you feel like you're doing here?
I feel like I'm more demanding from my daughter
Mhm.
and having her leave, but it's sort of a
Okay.
power move.
I think you might actually be you might be talking to your daughter and Alex, but I think you're primarily talking to Alex here.
Yeah.
So I would say your question for your playbook is, are you keeping your hands clean? I would say you certainly are doing that at this point. You are acting under the guise of manners.
Yes.
Not a problem. So that's a +1 to your roll. What are the other 2 questions for the demand what you deserve?
I would like for. Do I have to roll first to see if I?
Oh, pardon. So we answer the questions first, and
Oh.
then we see what you add to the roll. So you're keeping your hands clean. The 2 questions for demand what you deserve are you offering something of value in return? I don't think you are at this moment. Although if you can,
Perhaps a little bit of exchange and understanding, an information exchange we could have here. And what are your intentions exactly? In this, would that be a offering of something in return?
I don't know. Does that work for you, Alex? Is that something valuable?
It does. Yeah. Information works for me for sure.
And Alex, do you love Sylvia in this moment?
Oh no, I don't love Sylvia in this moment.
I didn't think so. So you're going to roll 2d6 and add 2 for 1 for each yes answer that you just had.
Got it. Ooh, not too bad. So that's 6 and a 2, 8 plus 2 is 10.
Oh, that's a full success then. On a 10 plus, that is so the text is, on a hit, the target of your demand chooses 1. And on a 10 plus, you get to remove one of their options and they have to choose from what's left. So they concede to you. They can clear a condition. They refuse and escalate. They mark a condition. Or they run away and you take something from them. What do you not want them to be able to do?
I do not want them to refuse and escalate in this moment. They can concede or run away.
Fabulous. Alex, are you going to go and get that drink for the promise of future information and leave these 2 ladies together? Or are you going to
Oh, no, sorry. I gave my glass to my daughter to be like, "Go fill my drink. What do
I
you want?
misunderstood.
What do you want with my daughter?"
Oh my. So are you going to concede, explain what you want with her daughter, Sylvia, or with Sylvia's daughter,
Right.
Gabriella? Or do you want to run away but get to take something from Sylvia?
I'm going to run away, but I think I leave something behind.
Fabulous.
If I understand that correctly. So I'm going to.
Yes.
I'll see.
Sorry,
I'll see if Gloria needs help with that drink. Actually, I'll be right back. And Alex just leaves.
Does a business card drop? Maybe perhaps that deal you sealed?
Yeah, I was thinking that, like the contact information to the client.
Oh,
Fabulous.
interesting. He must have
And it's like, it's got a note on it. It's like, important, don't screw this up. 8 a.m. this date. And it's a phone number.
I will pick it up and...
It's a tasteful business card. Nice and creamy, good thickness. You know, not quite as nice as yours, maybe, but...
I will say, all right then, I must make my rounds as you walk away then and pick up the card and put that in my pocket for later.
Yeah, like, there's this moment where you're like, you could maybe go after him and try and stop him, because you see that he's still moving in the same direction as Gabriella. She puts a hand on his arm and she laughs a little, and then there's well-wishers coming around you, and we see you surrounded by a sea of black and white lace handkerchiefs as condolences are poured out to you. You tuck away the card. Is it so? I got to ask, with Sylvia, is she more of one where she's going to like tuck it into her collar or her bosom, or does she have like a little handbag?
If she was trying to be, if it wasn't a funeral, she might tuck it into her bosom or into, but in this one, she has like a little clutch, and she's putting it with her important pieces because she's not losing this.
Absolutely. Fabulous. So as this is going on, we cut back to the conversation happening between Gloria and Magdalena. You've been...
And Ephraim. And Ephraim.
And Ephraim, of course, yes. Ephraim has noticed that the pool boy, Raoul, is here in a suit that is frankly a little too small on him. It's almost the right size in the chest, but it's like 2 or 3 inches too short on his arms. Just this long, muscular boy that's just always in over his head and is just darting his eyes around the room and not quite sure how to handle the fact that there is a free bar here.
I think Gloria is kind of giving him, with her drink in hand, she's giving him like a once-over of just like, And she turns to Ephraim and she takes a sip of her drink and she goes, So did you hear who Carlos was last seen with before he died? And takes another drink.
Darling. You know how I hate gossip, but tell me, what did you hear? And
so she will go in to tell him that, obviously the one that saw him through to his deathbed was his beloved wife Sylvia, but it's rumored that there were some issues and they were actually fighting right before he died.
Well, fighting on the deathbed. That is, delightful. I think that we might have a little story to tell on the blog tomorrow. Thank you, my dear. And they sort of like dance their fingers along the champagne flute, and you have actually just triggered a move here. Our NPCs each have a hook, and Ephraim's is to tell them some juicy gossip. Now that you've done this, you can ask Ephraim at any time who someone was last seen with, and they will tell you. And they will layer it with hints and innuendo to the best of my ability. So right now you've got Ephraim feeling warmly towards you. Because you gave them something good.
Of course I did.
Is there anyone that you're interested in knowing about at this time? You can hold on to it for later, too.
I think she's going to hold on to that for now.
Oh, very good. Let's see.
I,
Yes.
I was gonna say Magdalena probably notices the pool boy,
Oh yes, Raul. He's
Raul. Yeah, or
he's
Raul. Raul.
oh, a lot of people just go when they see him.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So she does that a little under her breath, but then
Hmm.
she looks at him and gestures for him to come over.
Oh. Well, he's definitely here's one of the fun things about telenovelas. Social status is everything.
Hmm.
You're a guest at the hotel. He's the pool boy. He's going to listen. So like he sees you and there's almost like gratitude in his eyes as he gets like oh, there's something I need to do here. And he comes up and he says, yes, yes, ma'am.
Hi. I just couldn't help but notice that
Sir
there's
Toddle?
just a little. Let me just adjust your collar, and Magdalena um puts her like hands on his neck and like pretends to flip his collar down, and
Mm-hmm.
says, "By the way, you work here, don't you?"
And like he's getting very flustered and he says, yes, I think so. I mean, technically, I work at pool. I work at the pool. Yes, in La
Well, that's a
Rosa.
very
Yes,
big
I work there.
job, right? Making sure everybody's safe
Oh yes,
and
very
everything's
very big.
clean.
Yes, I had to clean out the. Yes, I clean it out every morning, every evening. I'm there all the time. I had to save someone after they fell into they had a few too many drinks in the in-pool bar, and well, they fell over. Had to carry them out, and we that was a very popular scene 3 episodes ago with Raul diving in to save someone in a soaked suit, carrying them out. The oil budget for that episode was astronomical.
Uh, Excellent. So then she's going to say, "Oh, you know, you know what a gentleman always needs," and she um pulls out a a very silk chiffon handkerchief,
Hmm.
and she puts it in his jacket pocket because I assume he doesn't have one.
Oh, of course not.
And then she's going to say, "Now, now you look a little bit more appropriate. Uh, why don't you? I have a question though. I've
Hmm.
seen you around. What time does the pool close?"
Oh, well, 8:30 on weekdays and 10 p.m. on weekends. Why do
So,
you ask?
just wondering if there was if I wanted to stop by a little bit later and not have everybody seeing me do my laps. You said you're there all the time, right?
I certainly. Uh, I think what you're doing here is you might be expressing your love passionately, like
Yes.
a little bit indirect, but like it's there, I think.
Yeah.
What is
I am
your.
trying to
Mhm.
get them to say that they will let me go into the pool whenever I want.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, your playbook question um, is this, or are you sticking with your plan to
I
get
am
venue?
sticking with my plan.
All right, fabulous. And then the two other or questions are you dressed to impress?
Yes, I'm at the funeral.
Yes. Okay.
I'm wearing
Absolutely.
black lace. I'm
Hmm.
wearing like black lace that is it is like a turtleneck and long sleeves, but it's sheer, and there's like a
Hmm.
black slip dress underneath.
Fabulous. Definitely dressed to impress.
Hmm.
That one's almost a freebie on this show. Um, and oop, wrong one. There we go. And do they believe that you're single?
I don't have a ring on my finger.
Okay. So yeah, that's a +3 to your roll then.
Okay. That is a 7 plus
Oh,
3.
all right. So, on a hit, your target gives themselves to you or reveals a secret they probably shouldn't. So, yeah, he's going to absolutely give you what you're asking for here. He's going to be like, "Well, you would be welcome at the pool anytime. I'm sure I could make time for such a beautiful woman as yourself."
Or
And
possibly, yeah. I was going to say, if you have an extra set of keys, maybe I could just knock on your door sometime when I'm
oh, don't.
all wet and need some assistance
Yeah,
drying off.
he's stammering. He's turning the color of a tomato, and he just. So here's the thing: out of 10 plus, they also tell you if they love you as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's
I would
crushing
rather
on you.
reveal a
So
secret, but we'll take it.
he is crushing on you so hard right now. Like you do catch his but you do catch his eyes sort of drift across the room to Gabriella as well. And you know that he's been thinking about her.
Excellent. Uh, so I'm going to say, yeah, if even
Oh,
is there possibly an extra key that I could
oh
or
yes,
like
yes. And he sort of looks at me and says, "I really shouldn't be giving these out, but I feel like I can trust you."
you
Um,
absolutely can.
Wonderful. And he tries to be very suave and pulls out the key, but the effect is a little spoiled by the fact that his hand is shaking so hard right now. But he does manage to get the key, puts it into your hand, closes your fingers over it, and says, ah, "Until we meet again." And he flees. He absolutely flees.
Excellent. Um, and
Um,
this was happening like Ephraim and Gloria were having their conversation while I was having this conversation. That's how I imagine it.
Fabulous. There's a ding 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 as we hear a little bell being rung, and um, a lawyer in there's a pair of lawyers. One who is tall, thin, looks about 5 days from being in the grave, and another one who is short and pudgy and well oiled, and these are the uh oh wow I right, Credence and Clearwater. They are the lawyers. They have been on retainer to La Rosa for a long time, and they say
To revive
it
it?
is. Hmm?
To
Oh, to
revive
revive
it?
it. Oh well, why would you think that there's any need to revive such a flourishing hotel as La Rosa? No, they were simply employed by the owner in case of any problems. And they say it is time for the reading of the will. Please join us. Join us. And they sort of um, uh, they gesture for all of you to come into the next room. There's a long wooden table with comfortable seats, and we see the sun setting um, through the windows.
Gloria will make a very big presentation of, I wonder what it could possibly say, and just immediately walk down and sit right next to Sylvia
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of place her hand on her shoulder and just, I know this must be so hard for you, but I'm here.
Oh, little bird, thank you so much. I really use all the support in this moment. It's so difficult. The future ahead is uncertain, and I'm glad to know you're by my side. And I'll offer
Of
her
course
a
I am. Just you're like the terrible, just like side hug.
Yeah.
Great, cool, love it.
Fabulous.
I do
Oh.
have to ask one question of Sylvia. Is she wearing like the birdcage veil hat?
Oh, totally.
Yes.
100% in this moment, yes. And she'll like slightly lift it up and then drop it and it'll fall back.
We cut from this a beautiful little passive aggressive seed here to Alex, who is, like the scene is definitely like someone's against the wall, and I don't know if it's Alex or Gabriella, but like there's this implication that these two have been passionately making out. And she reaches up to touches your cheek and says, "There's no time for this. We must go. The will
We
is
can make
about
time.
to be read."
There's plenty. They're slow readers. Just one more kiss.
One more kiss. Oh, you beast! You absolute beast!
Oh.
And she grabs your head and just pulls you down for another kiss, and then pushes you away. Oh,
He's got the
believe what
lipstick
you've done to me.
marks all over his neck and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And she says, "Oh, I can't stand what you do to me. And yet, I'm so glad that you're here. You are the only one that I feel I can trust at all, even though I know it's foolish."
You are the fire in my heart, Gabriella.
She does the like looking up at you through her eyelashes thing, and she says, "I could almost believe you mean it." Is this what you say to all the pretty boys and girls?
Just the really pretty ones. Give her another kiss.
Oh,
Well, we don't want to miss the reading.
No, I suppose not. And she sort of trails like these beautiful nails down the side of your throat and says, and she actually like leaves a little mark on your collarbone, and she says, "Have to make sure that someone knows that you're taken." And then she like there's this, and then she hurries off to the wheel. Clack, 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 clack. And like you want to stand next to her as you go into the room, but on the other side, it's so much fun to watch her leave.
Oh, absolutely. I am a little nervous about being shown that I'm not single, so I'm gonna like button up my collar a bit, the best that I can. Maybe there's like the edge of a hickey that's like showing
Yes.
on the top of it, but I'm definitely not making it obvious.
Okay, fabulous. So we then, the camera follows Gabriella as she opens the door, the double doors, as she enters late. Sylvia, this is it's very disrespectful.
How dare you? I cannot believe in this moment. The lawyers are right about to take the podium.
They're there, Sylvia. Pay no attention to them. It's not like they'll have any of importance. It's okay.
Oh my.
How dare you, Miss Gonzalez? Gabriella is grieving, just like you, just like me. Let us grieve in our own ways. It's what
Haven't you interrupted enough, Alex?
I would stand
Gloria,
up.
I didn't realize you were here.
I'll stand up and I'll say, Gloria's right. Let's pay no mind. And I see, and I'll put my finger on your collar and see that we grieve in our own ways. Yes.
Okay, you are absolutely trying to spot something out of place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes. I'd like to try. I'd like to try that. Yes.
You can absolutely see it. I don't think I'm able to hide it that well. If we
Oh,
want to do the movie camera,
fabulous.
for sure.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, in that case,
Is it process your
I
feelings
think
out
you
loud?
might be. Not.
Oh no. Okay.
I don't think you are. I think what you're doing is you're actually striking out at someone
Oh.
with voice or violence.
Oh. Okay.
There were a lot of possible strikes that just happened there, but the one that we'll do here is Sylvia's to Alex. So have you caught them off guard? And Alex, you'll have to answer this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Are you keeping your hands clean?
No.
Didn't think so. And have they just wronged you?
Yes, I suppose so, because they took the business card.
Oh no, I mean, Sylvia, did they has Alex wronged you is the
Oh.
question.
He
He did show up late right after your daughter showed up late.
Yeah.
And he's got her lips
Yes.
stick out his neck.
Yes. I would notice that red
Mhm.
velvet color anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you get a +2 on this roll.
All right.
Alex, start looking at the conditions that you've got on your playbook.
So that would be, I rolled a 9 plus 2 is 11.
Okay, on a hit, your strike lands. So, Alex, this does actually hit you in the feels, and you will each mark a condition. But on a 10 plus, Sylvia, you may either take something from Alex again, or avoid marking a condition of your own.
I'm righteous and indignant in this moment, so I'm not going to take a condition.
Here's the great thing: you actually have a condition called righteous.
Called righteous, yes.
Okay, so if you wish to avoid marking something, you certainly can. Here's a fun thing about conditions. They're not HP. They affect your future rolls. So, Alex, what condition are you marking here?
Alex being confronted by Gonzalez in this way. She's very strong, very direct, and Alex kind of likes that, so I'm gonna mark lustful.
Oh, love it! All right, that's going to be a +1 to express your love, and a -2 to process your feelings out loud until you manage to clear that condition.
I
Fabulous.
also have a move that whenever I mark a condition, I choose a new obsession.
no.
So the obsession I'm going to choose is prove to Miss Gonzalez that I love them.
The elder or the younger?
The elder.
Oh my.
Ooh.
And I think I'm coming about it of just like I want them to love me. Not necessarily like I need to profess my love, but I need to manipulate them to love me.
Amazing. Oh, so...
And
yeah.
I'm obsessed with this now.
Oh.
Miss Gonzalez, you're so strong and direct. I can see why Carlos and you got along so well.
I feel like Magdalena is like in the back with the employees, but also Ephraim would be in the back, right?
Absolutely.
I will side gossip and say, my God, Alex, the body just turned cold. And I'm going to with Ephraim, I'm going to be like, do you think that will actually happen?
Do I think it will happen? I would never bet against Alex. And Sylvia, Carlos may have just entered the earth, as you say, but on the other hand, how good was that relationship anyways? And a woman has needs, just like any of us. I think that we might have a new power couple coming down soon.
Oh. You mean... Spell it out for me. You're so much quicker than I am.
Darling, they're about to divvy out the will, the deed to the hotel, and the power and prestige that comes with it. Alex is making a move.
But
You would be wise to do likewise.
Maybe. But we know that this place has been done with me for a very long time.
I was surprised that you'd come back to the place where
As I said, I'm just here.
such a loss was inflicted on you.
I mean,
Or you inflicted on your mother, is what the rumors say. Only rumors, of course.
such vicious rumors.
Vicious. Horrible.
Vicious.
Unfounded. It's why I
Yes.
hate gossip so much.
You know, I hate gossip too, and I wonder how much gossip we're going to get from this will reading alone, because there's so much between the lines of what's being said.
Fabulous. And as you're saying this, that's where we see the rustle of the paper being on as a thick file is opened, and the shorter lawyer Credence begins to read and says, "The last will and testament of Carlos Gonzalez." They go through giving away various sentimental trinkets. To Sylvia is left the sailboat upon which you said yes to them as they rounded the cape where La Rosa was built with his own two hands, and Magdalena, you notice that the is it Hurtado? The Hurtado family.
Well, I mean, yeah. Now, I guess the name says Chavez, so let's stick with Chavez.
Chavez. The architect, your mother, Miss Chavez, is not mentioned in this will.
Yes.
And then Alex, there is a sum of $1 million in trust that is left to you if you marry into the Gonzalez family and support the hotel with all of your business sense. And what's Alex's reaction when he sees this or hears this?
I always viewed Mr. Gonzalez as a father.
Oh, fabulous. Oh. Gabriella looks very surprised by this.
While he says that, Magdalena side to Ephraim says, "So he really is a motherfucker."
Fabulous.
This is PG-13, right? I get one F-bomb?
Yeah. No. This is a PG. What is it? PG 18 plus maturity filter. So we can be a little saucy.
Okay.
And like there's murmuring through the crowd, $1 million, and like Ephraim sort of like pats you on the shoulder, Magdalene, and says, "Oh, I didn't think there was $1 million left in the old place. I wonder what Carlos was getting up to." And then, the chatter dies down. There's a few other inconsequential things. All of the workers are given 2 extra days of paid time off to use in the next 3 months. And then finally, the part you've all been waiting for, the deed to the property is given to, the reading says, "To the woman of my dreams, Gloria." And the room fucking erupts. There's a gasp, and every eye turns to Gloria and Sylvia.
How dare you? You bitch! Sylvia stands up. You are my bird! My baby! What have you done to Carlos?
I've done nothing of the sort.
You've manipulated him.
I did nothing.
But
I can't
the woman
blame
of his
him.
dreams? What did Father mean by that?
Right.
I mean, can you blame him? Have you seen me? I did nothing besides exist in the beauty that I am.
You tramp. You hussy. You chased my man.
Oh my.
Madam, I had no intention of ever taking your husband. If anyone was doing the chasing, it was him.
Yeah.
You pull it when you say that. I pull out a handkerchief and start fanning myself and turn away.
Fabulous. All right. Are you striking out with voice or violence here,
Technically, yes.
Gloria, or is this more of?
I think she is kind of maybe manipulating a superior.
Oh, you're trying to Okay. What is it that you want Sylvia to do?
I think I want her to end up feeling like, oh, maybe Gloria had no idea. She is just beautiful and amazing, and my good-for-nothing husband went after her, and she had no idea.
Oh, interesting. So you want her to doubt that there was an affair?
Yes.
Or, all right. You have not caught them in a good mood.
No.
Does your well-being directly affect theirs?
Yes. I think because for a long time she has been like, I've been her mentor, and so now she's like, what?
Oh, yeah. And also, yeah,
Or she's been
absolutely.
my mentor.
And you, man, are you the center of attention right now?
Well, yes, I am.
Yes.
Thank you for asking.
Fabulous. +2.
Cool. So that's a 5 on the dice, so that is a 7 total.
Okay, a 7 is just enough for a hit. On a hit, they give in to your wiles and agree to do it. So Sylvia, like, how do we see you processing the idea that, like, is this just you, like, going straight into copium mode where you're like, well, there's no proof? Or
it would be, yeah. It would say, we can't flesh this out here in front of all of these people. We'll dig into the details later. There's no proof. There's no proof of this. And I will.
Trust me, I have no idea of this. I could never have imagined this for me. Never.
Never. Mm-hmm. All right. Amazing. I think that is probably, unless we have any commentary from Magdalena or Alex, a good place for a quick break.
The only thing I would want to do is spot to see how, because is everybody in here, including NPCs?
Yeah. Like everyone's here for the reading. A couple
Okay.
All the
security
important
staff aren't
people.
here.
Would you
All
say
the
there's like
important
a dozen people? How many people you think are here
people.
for
Let's
this
see.
specific part? Because obviously we had a party, but like the will reading
Specifically, would Alma be here?
Oh, yes, the maitre d' is absolutely here. Santino is standing by the door. Ephraim is gossiping. They're not supposed to be in here, but no one stopped them.
Yeah. The only thing that I would like to do is I would like to spot something out of place and see how Alma is reacting to this news.
Oh, yeah, she did work closely with Carlos all those years.
I have not been intimate with this person recently. And I think that because I'm choosing to focus on this, well, I'm not free of other distractions. So how does this work if I want to do something and I don't have these two?
You still get to roll, it's just you don't get the +1s there. But you
Okay.
always ask your playbook question. Is this in pursuit of the plan?
Oh, it is absolutely in pursuit of the plan, baby.
And you get a +1 to your roll.
Okay. That is a 8.
All right. You ask 2 questions from the list, and
Yeah.
they will ask one back. So this is not necessarily you actually asking the questions to each other. This is more like what you get from the conversation and the innuendo and the back and forth.
Okay. I want to know, I want to sense how do they feel about this interaction
Mhm.
and
Like
whether
Sylvia and Gloria,
or how they feel about Gloria being the new owner of the hotel
Mhm.
and whether or not I would like to know also um, if they are planning to change this effect, if possible.
Fabulous. All right. You get this because when that is read, you see their eyes dart to the left and up. And you happen to know that is exactly where their office is. And we get this like quick x-ray vision through the walls. She's looking at the safe up there. And she's surprised at what's been revealed in this will.
Excellent. They get to ask me a question, in theory.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they just notice me looking at them.
Mm-hmm. And she wants to know, how could she get your character to oh yeah, yeah. She wants to know how she could get your character to seduce Alex so that they don't have to pay him that $1 million.
Okay, so she sees me uh after I like have been commenting, she sees me like play with my charm bracelet
Mm,
that might have something from the past. Uh,
hmm.
because she knew me when I was younger. She knew Alex when he was younger.
Hmm.
She sees me making a sentimental gesture.
Fabulous. And yeah, I think we're going to establish that like the smell of fresh baked cookies comes through the room,
Yes, a
and
simpler
they
time.
a simpler time when the only pleasures you worried about was getting out of homework and having a cookie with a boy who you had not yet realized was growing into a man.
I mean, objectively a man, but we'll see.
Well, this is when you were younger,
When,
like
yes,
like
when we were
Quill.
younger, when the 25-year-old is played by an 18-year-old.
Yes. All right. So we have a lot of drama going on. Let's take 5 to get some water, use the restroom, and we'll be back.
That sounds great. Yep. Stay tuned, everybody. And don't forget, we are giving away the Avatar TTRPG playbook today. So type in the chat Magpie Madness, one word, to be entered in a chance to give that away. And stay tuned for some more Spanish telenovela drama. We'll see you in a few. All right, everybody, welcome back. Just a quick update if you're joining us. We are playing Magpie Madness, and today it's Pasión de los Pasiones, and we are playing a Spanish telenovela. And we are also sponsored, so please type in the chat Magpie Madness, all one word, if you want to get entered in a chance to win the physical Avatar TTRPG book by Magpie. Thanks so much for being here, and let's dive back into this sultry event. Let's continue our epic tale.
Oh, all right. Well, fabulous. The other exciting person appearing on stream is my cat Saka here. Hopefully he doesn't knock anything over. Hope you all got the chance to fan yourselves from how sultry and exciting this has gotten, and got some water, because we are ready to get back into the swing of things. So when last we met, we had a showdown happening over the will, and Sylvia backed down in the hopes that perhaps this wasn't the way things looked. Alex was told that if he married into the Gonzalez family, he would win $1 million trust. Sylvia is trying to reassert control of this place while having only inherited a sailboat that she was proposed to on. And Magdalena is continuing to scheme in the background and has begun to recruit members of the hotel to aid her in her nefarious schemes. I believe that the next thing that we've established is a phone, or is as the sun is setting, the pool is closing. Magdalena, are you planning on going to that pool tonight, or is that something that is that key getting used in the future?
I will say that when Magdalena, because we are in the 21st century, baby. When Magdalena put that handkerchief in his pocket, he was so flustered. Unless that he didn't. Or would you tell me if he was too flustered to notice the air tag in there?
Yeah, that was the furthest thing from his mind.
So
now, when he takes it out, obviously there's going to be. I'm sure.
You really think this pool boy is going to remove a handkerchief from a suit jacket on his one suit jacket?
Is that the most dramatic thing he could do?
That is true. I leave it to you, because I'm just tracking to see when he goes back to the pool.
Okay. So you, as you're leaving the will reading, and people are excitedly murmuring to each other about how dramatic everything was, you pull out your locator, and because this is fictional tech, this gives you a whole 3D readout of the hotel, and shows you that that Raul is in his tiny little like La Rosa actually has like little spiraling towers. He's up at the tippy top of one of them, and there's no elevator. He has to walk there. Poor boy. But does amazing things for his calves and butt.
I am not
going
going
up and
to
down
walk
those
all the
stairs.
way up there.
Right. Well, that is where your air tag is.
Okay, but that's not where the pool is, right?
No, the pool is not up there. But
Okay.
it does strike you that if he was going to go to the pool, he probably wouldn't be wearing his nice and too
Yeah.
small funeral suit. He would probably be wearing something else.
Okay, so what would I roll to figure out whether, or actually I have the layout. Does it say which room it is? Is it his personal room?
Yeah, that's his personal room.
Oh, he lives in the attic?
Yes.
In the tower?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it's better. I just imagined he had like a little beach hut next to the pool, like a
You kind
studio
of
cot.
you kind of remember vaguely that, when you were a child exploring this area, that's where they used to like keep the old Christmas decorations.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do if he's not at the pool is I'm going to go to the
I didn't
pool.
say he's not at the pool.
Oh, his jacket. You know what? I'm gonna take a risk, and I'm gonna go to the pool.
Fabulous.
Um,
And yeah, Raoul is standing with his back to the gate, and he's got just the back muscles of a Greek statue. He's standing there in a red tightly fitting pair of trunks, just staring up at the full moon, and like he's clear, and he's he's clearly coming out of like an intense emotional moment, and as you approach, you see in his hands your handkerchief, and he's running it through his fingers and like presses it up against his cheek, and then turns and gasps when he sees you.
Yeah, I don't think she bothered changing into pool clothes. Oh, I love that he just took his handkerchief and didn't notice the air tag. God bless the himbo.
Oh yes, this is a major himbo.
So what she's going to do now, she's like, oh, okay. She is going to say, oh, I didn't realize that you appreciated the gift so much.
How could I not? Coming from someone such as yourself.
And I'm going to say, handkerchiefs have been used for many fashionable things. Kerchiefs, headdresses. But what I like to do is I like to use it as a blindfold.
Oh my.
Would you like to see how it's done? And I would like to wrap the handkerchief, and I would like to consentingly put him on put him in a blindfold.
Yeah, he's like
This is 18, right?
Oh yeah. He's like, he's that classic, 18 in the show, 23.
Oh no. I'm saying the show is over 18.
Yes.
Yes, we confirmed 18 plus. Feel free to. And also, I'll just take a quick tangent. In our session 0, we did go over lines and veils and romancing PCs, and made sure everyone was comfortable here to talk about it. So
yes,
feel free.
And this is why we do a session 0.
Yeah,
We love
so
our
that we
safety
can do
tools.
these crazy things.
Absolutely.
So yes, like you see like a crimson flush traveling over his well manicured chest and up to the tips of his ears as he bends his head forward for you to apply the handkerchief.
So then I'm going to say, this is an exercise in trust. Do you trust me?
Fabulous. Well, yes, of course I trust you. But why would I have let you into this pool, risk my job, if I did not?
Then be patient. And I'm going to put my finger on his lips, and then I'm going to spend 2 to 5 minutes trying to search the area for seeing if there is something that like could be a clue to what where this treasure might be. Or something that is out of place.
Clue are you hoping to find at the pool?
I'm hoping to find a bush or a statue that is unusual. That was
Okay. It sounds like you might be trying to actually trigger a rather unusual move here.
Yeah.
Uh.
I would like to you know
Mm-hmm.
um I would like to flash back to preparations,
I thought you might be.
and I would like to reminisce when I was a child, and I noticed that there was a stone that was out of place,
Hmm.
and I would
Yes. Yeah.
and I
Well.
would
Well.
like to.
Yes. If you press the third mermaid's seashell
Yeah.
that she's holding, then you did find that there was a secret passage in that
Yeah.
area.
And I'm just checking to make sure it's still here versus like
Yes.
all of the remodeling.
All right. So all right. Ow. Rude.
Sorry for being this player. That's like, hey, I'm going to
No worries.
blindfold you so I can really quickly scout and try to get my scheming done.
No one
Uh,
blames you for the lone time with Raoul.
If
yes.
anything,
Raoul
we're jealous.
is basically trying to treat this as blindfolded Marco Polo, where
Yeah.
he's coming dangerously close to falling into that pool as he's like tried to feel his way. You hear a little splash behind you as his foot dips into the pool, and he just barely manages to catch his balance, disappointing thousands at home wishing to see him fall into the pool.
So
But you go ahead and I would so you are did you have is this in pursuit of the plan?
this is in pursuit of the plan.
Did you have do you have plenty of time
I
to
do.
prepare for this?
I did, but I do not how.
And did you have someone looking out for trouble when you were a child and you found this?
I will say. I will say yes. I will say Alex
Okay.
was.
So Alex was there when you found the secret passage by
But I
pressing the
don't think I
third
showed it to
mermaid's
them.
shell. They were looking out for trouble. Okay, go ahead and roll and add 2.
That is an 8.
Nice.
And then plus 2, so that's 10.
You guys just keep getting these strong hits. All right. All right. So you did you fabricate a piece of evidence, arrange for someone to be in the right place at the right time, or stow away something hidden? I think this
I
is probably
stowed away something hidden.
what's in the tunnel.
What's in the tunnel? Or maybe it's not a tunnel. Maybe it's just like a little loose shell.
Huh.
And I
Okay.
stored away
Can
an
I add?
extra.
I have an idea for
go on.
this.
Yeah.
I think that you found what we originally were going to create, like a VIP, like secluded area because this is off of the hotel pool, right? So
Correct.
this is an extra special hotel that we're starting to create. So there's like the secret passage and maybe like an alcove, but it's like not finished, not used, and like an abandoned project.
Yeah. I found, and I stored away like like skeleton keys for the
Ooh.
entire property.
Interesting. Okay.
Unless that's
Fabulous.
too big of an ask.
No. Okay. So you yeah. So as like Raoul hears like the scraping and he says, Magdalena, because he's
It's part of the process.
trusting the process.
Trust in the process. I'm sorry. It's the anticipation. That is. I'll be right with you.
You retrieve your skeleton key that you hid back when your mother's skeleton key back from as the architect of the hotel. Of course, she had a master key, and you retrieve it from the room that you discovered as a child so long ago. The
Okay.
passage slides shut behind you, The moon shines down on it. There's the ripple of water as it comes down from the water slide to the roof.
And then I kiss Raoul passionately.
Fabulous. And he's not a bad kisser.
Roll for
It's
it?
there's no role for it. This is a telenovela.
Yeah, no.
It's just awkward enough to be cute.
Yeah.
So we pan up from the two of you embracing passionately in the moonlight, and then pan back down as you tuck the key behind your back and reach for Raoul with the other. And I think I'm interested in what Alex is up to. Who are you with? And are you still in your funeral attire?
So I'm is it still the night of the funeral, or are we on the next day, or can we be on the next day?
It can be the next day.
Okay.
Whichever you find more interesting here.
So I'd like to set a scene here where
Mhm.
Alex actually isn't with anyone at the moment. He's
Shocking.
doing some scheming. Alex knows that Mr. Gonzalez would
Mhm.
once a week have a very special breakfast with his wife. Like he would get flowers for her, he would order it in, and he would sit there and he would wait for her. So Alex is going to play the part this time.
Oh.
So hoping that Miss Gonzalez will walk out and reminisce about the breakfast she used to have, and then she'll find Alex there.
Oh my.
I was thinking I could do the flashback to preparations move, or can I just do
think
this?
Absolutely. I would like to establish a little bit more about that chef that we saw you kissing in last time on.
Absolutely.
Is this a male or a female chef?
Female.
Female. All right. So yes, I think your flashback to preparations is you coming into the kitchen, looking remarkably fresh for the amount of alcohol that you consumed last night. And as you're going into the kitchen to pull something down, there is a shh, and then the blunt edge of a chef's knife is being pressed against your throat, and this 5'4" Latina woman is behind you and says, "What do we have here? An intruder in the kitchen? I'm so scared."
Now, Carla, put the knife down. I just came in for
Put the
some
knife
breakfast.
down. That's not what you said the last time.
I was drunk the last time.
Were you? Here for breakfast?
Yes, I was. I was curious what lovely food you'd be cooking for us this morning.
That entirely depends on how convincing you can be.
I don't understand. Is the knife still on my neck?
I think that she has moved it away.
Okay. I would move to put my finger on the point and slowly guide it away from my neck.
Oh, fabulous. And I think we get a quick scene of the two of you being ridiculously flirty over making breakfast. There's definitely she's as she's twitting you about going after both the mother and the daughter, she's cracking eggs pointedly, making comments about having to be careful with your huevos.
Oh, Carl, I shiver at each crack.
Fabulous. Yeah. So you definitely had someone helping you. You didn't have a lot of time because you were a little hungover, and your current obsession is, or your current question is in regards to your obsession, isn't it?
Yes, to make Miss Gonzalez love me.
Fabulous. So, are you steadfastly following your secret heart?
I am.
Is your new question. Fabulous. Then you get a +2 to your roll, which is quite common. You all may have noticed that it's pretty easy if you play to your character to get big bonuses or consistent.
14.
14. Oh my. All right, boxcars over here. All right. Have you fabricated a piece of evidence, arranged for someone to be in the right time at the right place, or stowed away something hidden?
The second one.
All
So
right.
I've arranged for Miss Gonzalez to be there at the right time. Maybe an employee cancels a meeting that she had because she needs time to grieve. Just enjoy your evening.
Fabulous. And just as Carla, so Sylvia, as you are guided away from the very important business that you had going on this morning, and your secretary assures you that all will be handled, you smell this familiar scent of hollandaise sauce over, and your is Sylvia more of a salmon or kind of
Yeah, with the
hollandaise?
hollandaise with the salmon and a few pieces of caviar on top.
I can't remember what it's called. It's a B word. It's Eggs Benedict. There we go.
Benedict, yes.
Yes.
Yes. With yes, exactly. Benedict with some of the salmon and a little sprig
of
of
course.
dill and caviar on top.
Well, it's not really there. Like the symbolism of the adult fish and the eggs on top is definitely something the fans will be debating over time. It smells lovely.
Deep symbolism there.
So I assume I would be. You said this was the next morning, right? So
Yes.
you'll have
Yes,
canceled our morning check-in, and I'll have gone back to my ensuite room. And since this was my hotel, I had more than just a bedroom. I had an office and ensuite. So we'll say that maybe you snuck in and had that set up there, which is where my late husband
Fabulous.
would have had that prepared for me.
And I'm sitting in his chair very coyly, feet up, kind of in a relaxed position, sipping on a mimosa.
Mm-hmm.
As I open the doors and I see you sitting there, I'll offer you a quick glance and then walk over and say, Alex, actually, for this moment to make more sense, can we rewind a smidge? Right before the will was read, you actually asked me, when I caught you, you asked me, what can we do? And will have straightened up your collar a little bit and said, don't worry, we'll work on it. And I'll have buttoned you up a little bit. And so, flashback now to here, I'll say, I never thought I would have had such a lovely spread again. My Carlos was gone. It's so endearing to know you care so sweetly for me. And I see you're definitely fulfilling the spaces we have left. And I'll slowly walk over.
A beautiful woman such as yourself deserves to be loved, Miss Gonzalez. May I call you Sylvia?
You may. I'll have closed the door behind us.
I can't stay long, I'm afraid. I do have an important business meeting later today, but I do have time to entertain you to a delicious breakfast.
Oh, I would love to take you up on this. And I'll lean in and open my mouth for you to put a spoon of egg or whatever, salmon in my mouth.
Is this how Carlos did it? as I
Mhm.
uncertainly grab some salmon.
Oh,
I'll take a teasing bite. Piece for me, and a piece for you. I must admit, I didn't I didn't expect all of this with Gloria, but with you,
Hmm.
I knew where Carlos's heart was. You've always been a strong man in our space, so it was anticipated, but I am shocked. Shocked in awe. And I really appreciate you being here through such hard times, and I'll touch your shoulder and arm.
Well, I have been a guest at the Hotel Rosa many times, but I think I want to make it my home. I think I want to stay. Now that Carlos is gone, it won't be the same. I thought of him like a father, but you, Sylvia, I thought of as more.
Shh.
Mm.
I'll put my hands on his lips.
I gotta ask, are you going more for express your love passionately or manipulate a social superior?
I would like to express my love passionately.
Oh my. And, all right, keep in mind that you are lustful, so you get an automatic +1 to this in addition to any questions.
It's actually a +2 because I'm obsessed.
What?
The lustful bonus, yeah.
Oh my god. Fabulous. This is storytelling power gaming right here.
Yeah, a little bit.
The best kind. All right. So are you pursuing your secret heart?
Yes.
Are you dressed to impress? And if so, what does that look like for morning Alex?
Alex's outfit is the only thing that he didn't try to copy Carlos on. It's very much his own style, but he is dressed to impress.
All right. And
It's
do they believe you're single?
Form-fitting. No, I don't. I don't think they do.
Fabulous. All right, then that's a +4 to your roll, which is an absurd thing to say.
That's the max I think it can be, is a +4. Really good rolls tonight. 13.
All right. On a hit, your target gives themselves to you or reveals a secret they probably shouldn't. That would be you, Sylvia. And on a 10, they also tell you whether they love you or not and who else they love. So, Sylvia, how do you respond to this?
I would like to give myself to them. Yeah, in this moment, she is completely swoon, and Alex is become a man and fulfilling us the dead space, no pun intended, that her husband left, and is completely taken aback by his attitude, his charm, and coming into my space and being bold. Absolutely. And
unexpected maturity from Alex, really.
Yes. And I also tell them whether I love them or not. She loves him because she's known him for a long time. She's not sure she loves him like she's in love with this moment passionately, but she doesn't know she loves him. Does that make sense?
And is there anyone else that you love?
Currently, I don't think so.
How do you feel about your daughter?
I don't love her.
Oh.
Spicy. All right. So yes, as Alex assumes the husbandly duties, not only of breakfast, but of other things as well, and the curtains rustle gently in the open window, I believe that we need to go back to the owner of the hotel, Gloria.
Oh! Sorry.
It just hurts to say it. Gloria. Oh no.
I believe that upon learning that she is now the new owner of the hotel, she changed into a very luxurious robe that she's wearing around this morning that has feathers along the ends of the sleeves and the base. It's
Amazing.
very much like a, oh, my husband is dead, tragic robe. And she walks down to the lovely maitre d' of the hotel,
Yes, Miss
Alma.
Alma.
And she kind of procures the deed that she has. And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, oh, my dear, I know that I've been a customer for a very long time, but it seems that has changed. And I just want to keep an eye on a couple of people that could potentially cause issues for the hotel, of course.
Miss Gloria, please. I am the soul of discretion. I live to serve, for the hotel is my life. I love this place. You are the owner. What you say, I will do. What do you wish?
Now, Alex is getting his little talons into Sylvia, and I think that is not in the hotel's or her best interest. Keep an eye on him, won't you?
It would be my distinct pleasure, ma'am. I believe Mr. Sterling is in fact in the presidential suite with the sadly bereaved widow serving breakfast. Carla mentioned that.
Interesting.
You know,
I guess I should go find my way up there and inquire to Sylvia as to if she could potentially help, since she cares so much about this hotel.
and Alma just sort of like as she says, "Oh, wow, one more thing, miss. I'd forgotten to mention the presidential suite is, of course, a room of the hotel, like any other. Best of luck."
Thank you, dear. She is going to go up to the presidential suite. She's going to knock on the door.
As you go to knock on the door, Alex is opening the door at the same time. Little bit of walk of shame, like little undone, more than the top button. Hair is a mess. He's like, "Oh, Gloria.
Look what the cat dragged in."
Well, this cat has a very important business meeting, so if you'll excuse me.
A business meeting, is that so?
Yes, business. You'll have to be in a lot of those now that you own a hotel.
Business meeting. Right, is that before or after you sleep with everyone that is in this hotel?
Well, I haven't slept with everyone.
Oh, right, only the ones that have low enough standards to sleep with you.
Yeah, okay, that's striking out with voice or violence, absolutely. All right, Alex, have you been caught off guard?
Yeah. Oh, so off guard.
Have you just wronged Gloria?
I think he has. He's trying to get his hands on that money. That's offensive to her.
Fabulous. And are you the... I don't think you have enough of an audience to be the center of attention at the moment.
No, but it is my hotel, so I'm very happy about that.
Okay, go ahead and roll with a +2.
Ooh, that is a 9, so 11 total.
Oh my. Okay, so Alex, go ahead and mark another condition, and Gloria, either you mark a condition, or you may take something from Alex. as they and keep in mind, taking something can be a physical thing. It can also be a state of mind or a
I think the thing that I would like him to actually take from this is that maybe getting the money isn't his priority. If he can't woo Sylvia, there's another new top bitch.
So you're going to take his certainty.
Yes.
Is what it sounds like. Like, Alex, you're still free to pursue your secret heart, of course, but like, yeah, the ground that seems so secure 30 seconds ago is feeling a little shaky underneath you. So I need both of you to mark a condition now, please.
On top of the condition I just marked?
Oh, no. So, apologies. What condition did
No
you mark,
worries.
Alex?
I went with defensive.
That seems appropriate. And
I think he's coming around to the new top bitch being around. He's been promised a lot of money if he can marry into the family, but that's not certain. You know, he's been excited about the business deal, but that hasn't gone through yet. So he's maybe gotten a little ahead of himself, and he's realizing that.
the chickens have been counted. The eggs have not hatched.
I am going to be marking the zealous condition because she is feeling very passionate about this new cause that she is running.
I'm very curious as to what you're planning to do with the hotel now that you have it.
As that question
by the way-
comes up, Magdalena, or a ping that comes on Gloria's phone, and it's just the letter L. Or it, yeah.
By the way, Sylvia, you know that your lover just left the room after a quite satisfying session, and now there is that bitch is in the door. Are you in that tasteful L-shaped sheet, or are a fabulous dressing gown, like, or something else?
I thought originally I was having morning meetings until my matron told me that they were canceled. So I was dressed for business today, because as the matron, you always have to be on top of your game. So I was proper, even though I am still grieving. So I have, you know, most of my clothes, but you'll have noticed that the food, we literally, that one bite was the only piece of that food was bitten. The rest of that food is just smashed across the table, and there's like a little bit of like a mess you will see. And after hearing this exchange, I'll say to them, come in, we must do business. Let's not fight. There's so much more important things to discuss.
Ping. L.
I would love to continue talking to you, Sylvia. We have much to discuss about the hotel's future. However, I and she'll like look at her phone really quick. Have some business to attend to, but I would love to meet up with you for dinner.
Mwah. We'll see you later,
Oh
dear.
my.
Dinner, dear. Soon. And she will glide away. Epitome of grace.
Definitely no humble pie planned on that meal. None whatsoever.
Why would she need it? She's iconic.
Fabulous. Yes. So Magdalena, what does that L signify that you just sent? You are muted. Magdalena, you're still muted.
L is like the name that I'm under on the contact. So, but the text says, mezcal shots at the cantina down the road.
And Gloria will simply respond, mezcal, my favorite. Be there in 20.
Ah, yes, a smoky liqueur. Something that with a bit of a bite to it. The bar is not in the hotel proper. It is in fact a rather dark place, low lit. It's where there's always smoke in the air. But it's an honest place as opposed to the beautiful lie that is La Rosa.
This is the next day, right?
Yes, this is the day after the reading.
Gloria will come into the bar. She has since changed. She is now in the just sexiest white suit, wearing nothing underneath her blazer, buttoned 2 buttons down, very low cut,
bi
white
icon.
pants, and her waves are just, they are bouncy and beautiful, and she kind of walks in and she demands the room's attention. Like everyone kind of turns as soon as she walks in because she can't do anything subtly. And she's just like, all right, is Magdalena here yet? Or is she going to be grabbing their normal table at the back of the room?
Magdalena is already at their table at the back of the room.
I don't know if you intended this. You just triggered your playbook move.
Yes, I did.
Fabulous. So you have just entered a room ready to make a scene. You get to roll a +1 for each person in the room with whom you've been intimate, which definitely includes the bartender. And Magdalena, would you consider yourself to... Oh, right. I believe that also includes you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Fabulous. Go ahead.
Because that's a thing. Okay. I believe that there's like an older gent I would like to think that there's an older gent, at least one other person other than Magdalena that she has been with in that room. Because she makes her rounds with all of the richest and best.
Yes. So actually that I think what we're going to establish is you have not actually been intimate with the bartender because they don't make enough money to catch your attention.
No. But the older gent in the corner who's just sipping on a cappuccino
chokes a little as you walk in. His partner to the right shoves an elbow into his ribs and is like, Jorge, watch yourself.
And she'll literally, like, as soon as that partner turns, she'll look at him and just give him a wink as she walks by.
And he's just like, oh, steal my man. God damn it. Rude. Go ahead and roll with +2. 1 for Magdalena, 1 for the older gentleman.
It's an 11.
Okay, so Jorge is currently going into a coughing fit as the cappuccino goes down the wrong pipe. And Magdalena, are you surprised, frightened, or confused?
I am surprised because I wasn't expecting her to be this. Like, I was not expecting her to come in wearing an all-white suit. I did not expect her to, like, relish in this hotel owner role. And not only that, like, I know Gloria looks amazing all of the time. I've just accepted it as, like, fact. But damn it, sometimes she just, like, catches me off guard. And I just remember, like, the first time that I ever saw her.
Oh.
And I thought that nobody could be that beautiful.
Amazing.
So
she'll saunter up to the table in the back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
hello, darling.
Oh, I lean in for kisses on the cheek, and I'm wearing a I'm wearing a boat neck, like, green 3/4 length sleeve shirt with, like, cigarette pants, and like
Mm-hmm.
heels, kind of casual, but still like very 1950s like look. And I said, "Oh my gosh, it was so terrible not being able to talk to you at the funeral, but you look fantastic."
Thank you. I know.
By the way, so do you think that Alex is really trying to fuck Sylvia?
Oh, I think he already has.
Oh God,
Unfortunately.
that is unfortunate. You
Although
know,
I don't think he's going to get what he wants with Sylvia. He's turning his affections in the wrong direction, and it will lead to his downfall.
absolutely. By the way, and I gently pull out the skeleton key and say, "We're on our way."
Fantastic.
Just as long as you don't sell until everything is complete.
You know more than anyone that I want nothing to do with running a hotel for the rest of my life. I am taken care of. I do not do the taking care of.
No, uh, you really did always love being pampered. In all ways.
It's truly just one with my nature.
You know, there's some days where I just think I could take care of you all of the time, especially when you come in looking like this. But until then, I shots.
Immediately
Yeah, me
bites a
too,
line,
Alex.
licks himself.
Oh,
Dignified. Party girl.
Also, I should let you know, don't trust Alma. I think she has something up her sleeve.
What makes you say this?
She was, I should say, concerned when the will was read. And if you don't mind, I'm going to try to find out why she should ever be concerned.
Thank you for the information, dear.
But as long as we make sure that you get your money and everybody in this family gets the ending they deserve.
It's only fair after everything that they've done to you.
Well, but you also deserve so much.
I do.
So, another shot. Here's to getting what we deserve.
To what we deserve.
oh, that's fabulous. Okay, you know what? I think that was just you processing your feelings out loud. That was a hell of a monologue there. Okay, so audience, which would be Sylvia and Alex, as well as our chat. Are you rooting for Magdalena? If you are, each of you that answers yes gives her a +1 to her roll. And we'll take the chat reaction as a whole on that. And if you are not, then you don't take anything away, but she gets nothing either way. Alex, are you rooting for Magdalena? As
I think
a
I am. I think I
fabulous
am. There's a lot of tension here, and I'm here for it.
Sylvia?
Sylvia is not rooting for her demise. No, sorry.
Fabulous.
I, Travis, am, but
And chat. What are you thinking? Are you rooting for Magdalena in this moment? All right. So let's go ahead.
Chat says yes.
Chat says yes. Go ahead and roll with a +2, Magdalena. And this is going to help us determine the next scene. Magdalena, you are muted.
Are you sorry? 5 plus 2 is 7. Plus 2 is
Okay.
9.
All right. So a 9 is going to be. And thank you, chat. Appreciated that. That was fun. All right. So you now pick one from these 3 options, and you get a +1 ongoing, which is to any roll you get a free bonus 1. Does the audience reveal a critical event going on outside of you? Do they tell you how you might find love with a partner of their choosing? Or do they tell you how to get blank to blank?
I would like a crucial event going on outside of you.
Sylvia, is there anything absolutely critical happening outside of this this bar?
Yes. Specifically with Sylvia, she is meeting with lawyers right now.
Credence and Clearwater. They were retained by Carlos,
Mm-hmm.
not the hotel specifically.
You maybe somehow there's like a scene of like the lawyers like leaving, getting out of their car and walking up the staircase to the scene as you were leaving to go to the bar. There was that cross.
Fabulous. All right, and so yes, Magdalena, you get a text from Ephraim saying, "CNC are here. Good luck with desisting," and like sort of a emoji. And so yes, you get a +1 whale with following up on that information.
Okay. On CNC and dollar signs of worth. Okay, cool.
So Gloria, is there anything else you want to handle in this bar before, or are we cutting to the next scene?
I think we got pretty much everything we needed to get done, but
I thought so. That was a hell of an entrance. Jorge sort of hurries out the door as his partner is. You hear a little tirade about having to find another date spot now, and it's nice to know that you've still got it. Not that it was ever in doubt. All right. All right. So, Alex, there's been a lot going on. I believe that you had a business meeting, and so we'll leave Sylvia with the lawyers for the moment as we follow up on. You were accused of embezzlement recently? How's that going for you?
Oh, it was accusations. Those charges were dropped. In fact,
Lack of
I'm not even
evidence.
allowed to talk about it. We're
You're-
countersuing, but you didn't hear that from me.
I'm sorry, I actually missed what you said there.
We're suing them for everything they had.
You're suing the police department.
No, I guess I imagined in the fiction that like another business was mad about like we shorted up.
You're suing the private investigator who brought the evidence against you because
Perfect.
you have no evidence.
Right. Defamation. This is an attack on my character and nothing else. Unfounded.
Completely unfounded. Love it. All right. So what is that business meeting that you're up to?
So
Is there a business meeting, or was that just what you were saying to get out of there?
I think there was one. And initially I thought that I had Alex isn't a very careful man. So all the information for the meeting was on that card and only on that card.
Oh,
so no. He knows he's got a meeting now, but he goes to check his pockets for the phone call, and he can't find it.
So I'm definitely worried. I'm definitely looking around. Who do I see? Who's around me?
So, let's see. The people around you right now. You see Santino Pinto, the head of security. And there's a couple hotel guests, of course. There's the usual smattering of up and coming pop stars, a couple producers chatting them up.
I think what I need right now is my luck charm. My good luck charm. I think I need to go to Magdalena. Ask her for help. I will find her room that she's staying at, and I will knock on her door. And before she answers or before I hear anything, I will speak from the other side. Magdalena, are you home?
This is after we come
I
back.
screwed up.
I think that what would be funny is if this is the moment where you round the corner and find him talking to your door.
Oh, Magdalena, please just open the door. I really need help. Come on, at least say something to me, Magdalena.
What do you want me to say?
Ah! Oh. Whew. Don't ever do that again.
I mean, objective. What are you doing? Isn't this floor too low for you to be on?
Oh, don't say that. He used to run across these hallways all the time when we were little kids.
That was a long time ago.
They're some of the fondest memories I have. Magdalena, I fucked up, to put it bluntly. There's this really big client deal that I had, and I nailed the initial call. I sold them on it, and all I had to do was meet with their VP today over the phone, finalize it, and I can't find the number. I'm at a loss. I don't even know what to do. Look at me. I'm shaking. My hands are physically shaking, Magdalena.
Oh my gosh. And she like, I'm guessing, are you holding your hands outside? Like, I'm shaking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shaking.
She takes your hands and she like puts them on your face, so you're slapping yourself in the face. And she's like, you need to calm down. It's going to be okay.
I need to calm down. It's going to be okay.
You did fuck up. And I am pulling a favor for you. But this is not because I like you. This is strictly business. And you definitely owe me. And she she takes her hands off your hands and starts going into her room. She says, do you remember his name? Do you remember anything that happened? Like,
I think it was that company that you interned with a couple years ago. Didn't you do some internship with a synthetic diamond company?
yes. Yeah. Okay.
In Venezuela?
Colombia. Yes. So I would like to I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to search this information. And while I'm searching, I am going to try to trigger a move. What move do I have? I am going to say, so what have you been doing? Or who have you been doing?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of them.
I couldn't help but notice that you taken with the Senora.
Yeah.
Is Carlos even cold?
Oh, Carlos wouldn't mind. Me and him got along great. I'm
Yeah?
I'm sure he appreciates someone taking care of his beloved wife.
I mean, I don't think that's what he had in mind, but whatever you need to say to sleep at night. And while she is saying this, she's going to... I would like to manipulate... Would this be manipulating a superior? Is
If
he
you think,
superior to me
oh, that's a
in
good
the
question.
standing of like in the standing of the hotel?
Hmm. That's something that hasn't really come up yet. I think that with you having been like,
I'm not in the
almost
will at all.
vanished, and
So
him having gotten a cool mill recently, yeah, I'd say he's a social superior.
yeah. So I would like to try to manipulate him. I don't know if I've caught him in a good mood.
That's something only he can answer.
Well, if I'm being reassured that you can help me,
Yeah.
I feel like my mood would have changed.
All right. So that's a 1.
And does my well-being directly affect theirs? No.
Mhm.
Not that I know of.
I'd say no. And is this in pursuit of the plan?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going to say, what I really need
Mhm.
is, remember when we would go around the hotel and remember, like, do you happen to have any idea, because they must have kept my mom's old plans somewhere. Do you have any idea where they might have put those? Like, I kind of just want to look over them for like old time's sake.
Mhm.
I think I remember something. I think we were playing pirates one time, and I was using some documents that your mother had, and I drew a map over top of it. I don't remember what I did with it, but I remember hiding it because I did not want your mother to find it. She used to get so mad at us for playing.
Yeah, yeah. No, she had great aim. I'll just say that. Whoa, hold on. Sorry. I have an Amaro cat chomping on some miniatures. So, so I think I need a roll to see if he remembers more, right?
Um, well, yeah. So go ahead and roll with a +2 for catching them in a good mood and pursuing the plan. And then that determines if they give in to your wiles or not.
So I got a 5 on the die and then a +7 or +2, so that's a 7.
Okay. So they need a little more convincing. Alex, you must be feeling your oats a little bit here. You slept with Sylvia. You Gloria views you almost as a threat. That's unusual. And and Magdalena's actually like coming to you for stuff. Things are going well. So you have to choose, Magdalena. Do you humble or abase yourself and you have to mark a condition? Or do you give them something they want first?
Okay. So
And
they
keep in
do want
mind,
the number, but would that
mhm,
count? So did you eat? Hold on. I need to. Ah.
okay. So yeah, Alex, is that number something that would
Sorry
convince
about
you to
that.
do what they want?
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry about
Fabulous.
that.
I cannot afford to be on my boss's bad graces right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize for that delay, the feline delay.
It happens.
Okay. So, I think that I say I have the folder.
Hmm.
I have the information. But are you sure you can't remember where you put this?
Can I ask, were you guys still standing in the hallway, like having this conversation?
No, I'm in my room.
Oh. So you open the door and let him in.
I think, yeah.
think I could remember. All I can think about is this deal right now. I can't. I'm so focused on that. It's really stressing me out.
Can I? Because I would have read that card and knew it came from him, so I wouldn't let him miss this information.
Mm,
Can I like wander around and maybe find them now, since I know that time
Yeah,
is
I left the
approaching?
door open.
I
I
think
know better
that
than to be in a closed room with Alexander Sterling.
So
I will
Sylvia,
say that I might be the only person that has not been with Alexander Sterling.
Yeah.
Yet. Amazing. So, yeah, Sylvia, why don't you give us our cliffhanger here as you sweep around the corner and see Alex in Magdalena's room.
Oh, has anyone seen Alex? I need Mr. Sterling. Where is Alma? Oh, and I'll sort of stomp through the hallway and see Mag's door open. Oh, Mag. Oh, what are you doing with? Never mind you, Alex.
Sylvia, it's so good to see you. Like, brush Magdalena to this. Sylvia, so good to see you.
I have some important information for you. Perhaps we have, if you have a few moments, I'd love to talk to you privately. I have some information you might need, and I'll flip the card in my hands.
Oh, I should have gone to you. I should have gone to you right away.
And
of course, yeah. Let's talk this out.
Yeah, follow me, and I'll walk away. I'll walk to my presidential suite.
Fabulous. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight. And Magdalena, you could feel that you had him in your fingers, and then that woman just snatched him away like she took everything else. And we're going to call it a little early tonight. Hope that you all are enjoying the stream. I'm enjoying the journey. Can't wait to see what happens next at La Rosa with our wonderful players.
So crazy.
Thanks so much. Yes, this has
Let's go around. Sorry.
Yes. No, I'll let you. You got it. Go ahead.
Let's go around. Everyone, give your names and other information before we go, and we'll be back next Monday. I'm Zach Nelson. You can find me mostly on Instagram at Zacnatius, and or at Gen Con, hopefully next year. Take care. Jillian?
Hello, I'm Jillian Foxglove. You can find me on all my platforms as Jillian Foxglove. I make TTRPG, fantasy, and cosplay content, and the list of things that I do continues to grow all the time. So if you like what you see, you can always go follow me and support me on any of those channels. So thank you for having me.
Alex.
Hi, I am Jeff, playing Alex. I don't really have any socials, but I mean, if you're liking the stream, I'm going to be DMing a root game November 14th for Magpie Madness, so feel free to check that out.
So hyped.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I've been playing Magdalena. Thank you for being so patient with me on this first stream I've ever done as a character. And I don't have any socials. Who knows? We'll see. If you ever find my Twitter, though, I don't look for it, please.
No worries. We don't. That's totally fine. We're just glad to have you as a player here and a part of this wonderful event. So, and I of course am Travis, playing Sylvia Gonzalez, otherwise known as Zendaric, your resident wizard and enchanter here on A Tale of D20s. Thank you all so much, everyone, for watching and be a part of us with this. Thanks again, Zach, for running this. And this drama has been just fantastic. And you will catch us here next week on Monday to continue the drama and see where this all how this pans out. So thanks again so much, everyone, and have a great evening.
Same time, same channel. Don't miss the telenovela.
Magpie Madness. Bye bye.
Adios.